The mission to reunite two best friends, two American heroes, was accomplished at SeaTac just days ago thanks to a wonderful organization called Mission K9. I'm just learning about the incredible work that they do. They help retiring and retired military dogs. Isn't that awesome? Kristen from Mission K9 is with us today on Spirit 105.3. So good having you here. Why do you do what you do?
You know, we do this mainly for the dogs and the handlers. They've both served our country. And for us, we feel like they didn't choose to do this on their own. They were drafted. So for us, that's really important that we give back to them when they retire. And what better way than to be with the handler that they served the country with.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. I understand that something really special went down at SeaTac just a few days ago. What happened?
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Yes, the United States Air Force brought a dog by the name of, a retired military working dog by the name of Batty back from Korea. And we flew Batty's handler that he had served with from Florida to Seattle so that they could be reunited at SeaTac. And then we flew them together back to Florida. And so it was kind of a combination effort. It had been a real struggle to get this dog out of Korea. We tried ourselves and failed since COVID. It's been very difficult to ship dogs to certain countries or out of certain countries. Korea was one of them, and it was a big challenge. So we worked with the United States Air Force. Together, we made it happen and got Batty home.
Oh, what was it like when these two heroes reunited?
You know, that was the most fun because Staff Sergeant Bilal was so excited. And he just is so full of energy, and he just couldn't wait because we've been working on this since August of last year. So, you know, there were times where we would start to lose hope, but we were going to make it happen. And the military was going to work with us, and we were going to make it happen. And so for him, this was a culmination of a whole lot of emotions. And for me too, you know, and for Mission K9 as well. There was a lot of late nights of trying to figure this out because you're working with people on the other side of the world. So he was so excited that you just fed off of his energy. It was just adorable. So when Batty came out and saw him, it was just the most beautiful sight. They were so happy to see each other, and he greeted everybody. It was just, what a great dog, you know. And moments like that are why we do what we do.
I love this story so much. Would you describe the bond between a canine and one of our brave military heroes? I mean, they're both honestly heroes.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, think of the bond that you have with your pet, with your dog, your cat. You have that bond that's just indescribable. Well, could you imagine working with them day in and day out and possibly getting into dangerous situations with them and they're your protector? The bond becomes just even stronger. So the fact that these guys separate from these dogs. Now, a military dog has 4 to 5 handlers throughout its career. So no handler knows who's going to get the dog. And the beautiful thing is the military decides, but the guys kind of all work together and kind of know who's going to get the dog, and they're very respectful of each other, which I think is amazing because I don't know how I could do that. I don't know if I could work with a dog and wonder if I'm going to get it back when we separate. I admire those guys because they're doing it for the love of their country, and they're doing it for what they feel is a higher purpose. And so for me, I respect that so much. So the guy who does get the dog, it's really important for us to put them back together because I couldn't imagine separating from any of my dogs. I admire them greatly.
Just when I think I've admired our members of the military as much as I can, I'm like, nope, I can admire them more. It's just unbelievable. Well, Kristen from Mission K9, it is just an honor to put a spotlight on the work you all are doing. Thank you for being here, and I hope you'll come back again and share another story.
Thank you so much for having me and sharing our story because it always helps. Thank you.